Hi guys, and welcome to the RGL Forza Motorsport Championships. Last round for the RS200 Cup for this season. And we have race 11 from Tsukuba, and we have the full circuit layout, 2.05 kilometers, and we have quite a few sweeping bends, a couple of hairpins thrown in the mix, and of course a big sweeper at the end, a couple of straights on the back and front of the course. And it'll be very interesting to see just how well the guys handle it within the race. And we have 22 degrees late morning from Shimotsuma, Japan. Let's just check out how qualifying went. And it was without a doubt the closest battle for pole position we've had in RGL Forza Championship history, as you can see there, with Relentless just pipping the favourite there in PistolFit. He was earmarked as a favourite to take pole position after his very quick times in qualifying, in practice, sorry, and Elsimo, his partner there, not too far behind them. And as you can see, the actual difference in overall qualifying times across the entire field weren't too large, with Ollie just a little bit further behind, but a clean lap nonetheless. So we'll see how this race pans out. We've got 10 laps ahead of us. We have 1 light, 2 lights, 3, and they're out. We're racing. Relentless off to a shocker here. He's already dropped 4 spots, 5 spots, unless he can sort of maintain his position against Eskimo here, who's just on his left hand side. And Eli really pushing here on Relentless. Oh, they got a bit of contact there. Eskimo, big hit to the side by Eli, getting a bit tangled up with Relentless, and Relentless will be disappointed with himself from 1st to 5th inside of a turn. And these cars, you either get a good launch or you don't, and there's Relentless pushing pretty hard to try and catch those spots back. Going around the final hairpin before they head on to the back straight. On board here with the we could say former champion. Elsimo has this series pretty well sewn up, unless he manages a couple of DNFs, which is highly unlikely. And just coming around to complete lap 1, and PistolFit is leading the charge, followed very closely by his teammate in Elsimo. And there he is with the fastest lap of 1:01.973. That is pretty quick for a standing. Lap. And under the Dunlop Bridge they go, and this corner here is notorious for getting cars sideways. But speaking of which, PistolFit comes into the following turn, a little bit drifting off in the back end. Scavenger doing a very good job here in 3rd, ranging up on the back of Elsimo. So he's really showing as he debuts for this series, as well as RGL Australia. Just a little bit about Scavenger. Forgot to mention him during the grid positions, but he's there for Screwdrivers Racing and hails from Melbourne, and was expecting to be a bit more of a back marker amongst these guys, but obviously showing early on that he's got what it takes to be up at the top. And here's Ollie in a replay here. He spun out. I think that was actually on lap 1. And yeah, just as I said, stepping it out in the rear, caught onto the ripple strip, then the grass, and into the wall. So that's put him right at the back of the pack. And Elsimo has pitted, so it looks like we're in for a pretty long race as far as working out who is where. Scavenger, new fastest lap, so he's really making a name for himself already in the series. Well, he's only going to be here for the 2. Look forward to seeing what he can produce in a whole season when we resume in late August this year. But now on board with the Relentless as Eli pits, along with, I can't see who that was, but it might have been Scavenger yet. Wait until we'll see we get a shot of who else is on track at the moment. So PistolFit, new fastest lap, and that is very quick, 59.295. So he's starting to make a bit of a gap on the rest of the field here. Just got another replay. Here's Ollie coming out of the pit. We have a bit of an unorthodox way of exiting the pit lane to avoid any major collisions at turn 1 when cars exit the pit lane, and Ollie just testing that style out to its maximum, but managed to get his car back underway before PistolFit managed to arrive on the scene. Oh, and Blogsy out very wide, the two of them, Relentless and Blogsy, starting to drift a bit through the sweeper. Blogsy might have him back on the inside here as they head up into turn 1. Yeah, just taking the inside line, they're going through neck and neck, but I think Relentless will have the inside line on the next turn, so he's managed to secure that. PistolFit there, you can see currently in first position. Relentless has dropped back 1, he may drop back a couple more after his poor start. A few of the other guys up a fair few spots because of Alcimo, Scavenger and Eli and Eskimo already pitting, which is seeing them drop a few positions at the moment. So just approaching the midway mark of the race, and we've got the Ollie 9394 in last position. So Rob 360 will move up a few spots once the final pit stops are done. So this is Relentless just coming up onto Ollie 9394, who has pitted, who has had a few incidences. That's the reason why he's being lapped at the moment, but Relentless will have to pit at some point. That was a nice clean pass, which has allowed Relentless a nice cruise your way through, no loss of time, which is really great to see. And out on board with PistolFit at the moment, charging away. He's put in a few really fast laps, couple of fastest ones for the race. And all he's looking for is that moment where all the cars have pitted, and he will hope like hell that he's the one in front at that time of the race. And given that most of the others have pitted now, just waiting on PistolFit and Relentless to make their stops before we know exactly where everybody is on track. And you know, from talks during the practice periods leading up to the round, PistolFit, as mentioned, he was expected to get pole position, missed out by the smallest of margins as far as qualifying is concerned, but was really hoping to get that great start to the round. But at this stage, everything's sort of fallen into place for him. He is leading the race, and based on the times Alcimo's doing at the moment, I don't see him being a huge threat to Pistol at the moment, as long as Pistol can maintain his current pace. So here we are with Alcimo. Now he's actually in between Zulu and DeadX. Both of those guys are yet to pit. So by the time they do, Alcimo will be a fair way ahead of them. And here you go. So Zulu in third at the moment, and DeadX in fifth. As mentioned, they've still got a pit. So Scavenger doing a pretty good job. Currently ahead of Eli Choco Man in 6th and 7th place, as you can see. And you can keep a really clean race here. It's a very good outing to start his RGL Forza Championship career. And a lot of the guys found they really did enjoy this track, that it's been rather popular with them. And they have also said that they're looking forward to the Mazda Masters, which will be replacing the RS200s for the last half of the year. More details on that will come out soon enough, and PistolFit, all he wants to do now is really finish on a high note. Coming around the hairpin for the second last time. So Relentless will be entering the pit lane, and we've to be able to just see where PistolFit comes out on track. I think Pistol's got Relentless covered. It's just really a question of Elsimo now. How will the Champion Motorsport team look at the end of this pit stop period? Can they get a 1-2? That is the question. It looks like Pistol's really kept the pace up, really nailing every section there. Haven't seen him actually make any mistakes. So he'll peel off into the pit lane. And just on board now with Elsimo. In a moment, hopefully, we'll get a little shot of Pistol and just sort of watch these two as they. Oh, Elsimo just out onto the grass. Quite a few drivers have gone off there, and it seems to be a spot for turns being a little bit tricky. Try and really push through there, and because of the downhill gradient, lose a little bit of grip, and it forces them wide, but doesn't generally lose them too much time. So it's Ollie just being lapped by Elsimo now. Ollie giving him plenty of room to keep moving, so PistolFit has got Elsimo well and truly covered. He has gone right off of the expected pit exit line, but nonetheless I think he had more than enough time to have him covered had he done the pit exit correctly. So a bit of a brain fade from Pistol there. He's just gone straight out onto track, and Elsimo with a bit of a mistake on turn 3 and lost a whole bunch of time. So that's made PistolFit's job between here and the end of the line nice and easy. You just got to cruise it in. Nice solid effort. He's obviously a fair way off everyone else, so a lot of really good laps have been put in here. 10 of the best for him. Has seen a very commanding win. So congratulations to the Champion Motorsport driver on his win, and Elsimo makes it a 1-2 for the team, followed closely by Relentless for Technic Performance Racing in third. Now we just got a bit of a and Blogsy looking for the inside line. This is neck and neck, and I believe Eli has just got it by a fraction there, holding Blogsy off. So very close finish between those two guys. Let's have a look at the end results. So PistolFit about 6 seconds ahead of second place in Elsimo, so that's a pretty big gap. And then Relentless further 4 seconds behind, so PistolFit's really nailed that. No one's come close to his consistency and speed, it seems. So he'll be one to watch even in the reverse grid race, which will come up next. And there you can see the gap between Eli and Blogsy, very extremely narrow, and Eskimo Sammy Joe wasn't too far behind the two of them, with DeadX and Ollie final 2 places. Thank you very much for watching. We have one more race to go on this season, and we look forward to seeing you then. If you want to know more, just check out our website, Facebook, Twitter. Get in contact with us if you want to know more. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you for race 12 of the Ford RS200 Cup.